Sounds like we got Amanda Serrano coming to the PorterWay Podcast. Not the first time, and hopefully not the last. There she is.
Hello.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing great. And you?
Blessed.
Let's do it sideways.
Yeah, go sideways with it. Listen, I'm gonna start this, and I'm gonna let these guys go. If you were in front of me right now, I get down on my knees, and I would like literally just like honestly like just praise the essence of Amanda Serrano. My dog, you are absolutely amazing. Simple.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all go. That's the only reason why I brought her over.
I know when I get, certain people watch boxing because of us and stuff like that. But when I get people that really don't watch it that much besides the hardcores, and they say, man, it was a good night, but them girls, the women, hey, Amanda, at the end of the day, you did your job. Obviously, you was on the short end of the BS. You did your job. You're in your career, you're going to look back and you elevated boxing. The women in this time, right now, you may not see it, you may do. Well, you're going to look back and you guys elevated women's boxing.
Now, thank you. That's what I try to do.
Yeah. No,
Amanda, let me ask you this, Amanda. Game plan coming to the ring, was it a little different than it was in the previous fight, or what kind of talk to us about the X's and O's of this one?
Yeah, it was to come as the fifth round. To finish it off, like it was the sixth round coming out there, and like what we did the fifth and 10th round was to come out and give a show. I knew we was under this great platform on Netflix in front of 80,000, so I wanted to show the fans that women, we fight no matter what. And look, it turned out to be a great night. I fought with a big cut in my eye, and we show grit, we show heart, we show skills, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to give the fans their money's worth.
Yeah, because Amanda, congrats on a great fight, and happy to after all the hard work you put in those early and mid years, happy to see you getting the money and the success and the platform that you worked so hard to get to. So congrats on that. I thought you won the fight. I mean, you heard her in round one. What you said, I felt like you started faster in this fight and set the tone in round one. She adjusted well, but a big difference between fight number 2 and fight number 1, you took her legs away. Down the stretch of that first fight, she found that way to get back on her movement, and she adjusted well. But in this fight, you dragged her to hell. You dragged her into that war, and going toe-to-toe is an Amanda Serrano type of fight. And
yes.
And so I thought you got the better of that. Did you feel like you performed better in fight 2? And when the final bell rang, did you say to yourself, like, I got that. I definitely won. Not as opposed to could go either way. That was close. I hope I won. Yeah.
Yeah, no, of course. And then I have a great team that they tell me the truth in the corner. So that's what you need. But we went out there, and I just decided it's a great platform for us to show. And I do what I do best, and that's fight. And yeah, I love that, going in there, going to war. And I believe I heard her with the harder, the more impactful punches. And I believe I got it. But, you just never know with these judges anymore.
Amanda, that punch that you caught her with in the first round, did you hold on to that throughout the rest of the fight, specifically trying to land that exact same shot? Or was it just fighting?
No, just fighting. But every now and then, I knew I had to throw that left hand. That's my power hand. I felt this camp was working on that a lot. My left hand, and I'm glad that she was able to feel it. Not so early on, because then she started holding early on too. But listen, I gave it my all out there, and that's all I can do. That's what I'm going to continue to do. Give it my all in every fight that I have.
We always want the 3-minute rounds, 12-minute rounds for women boxing. I think if we would have had 3 minutes, it would have been over in the first. Just be honest with you guys, man.
And the same thing with the first fight. I mean, if we had that extra minute, it would have been over in the 5th.
Yeah.
But listen, she agreed. We shook hands for the trilogy, for the rematch. She would do it 12-3. So I mean, we'll see. If the team wants it, then we get.
Breaking news! I'm hyped now. What we getting this next week? Next week?
Okay, let me get some time off. I need the rest of the year. It's been a long year for me.
Boxing fans.
Tell me about it, right?
Yeah, I know.
When did that conversation happen? Did that happen in the ring or in the back room, like in the locker room?
No, that happened. We did a face off a couple of days before the fight. It's on it's on YouTube, and we shook hands. She said she wanted to do 12-3. I don't know why this fight wasn't 12-3. You know, I know why, because her team kept insisting that it had to be 10-2. She knew my beliefs in the 12-3. She never asked why it wasn't the 12-3. But I mean, her manager was negotiating with my manager and just kept insisting it had to be 10-2, 10-2. We gave her everything. We went up another division, 140. She knows, her team knows I'm not a 140 pounder. I cannot make that weight. And it is what it is. We dropped it down to 138. Because we had to have something. But I still didn't make that, and I still didn't feel comfortable. I didn't walk in that ring at 137. I walked in probably lighter, and she walked in 150. I was still the smaller girl going up 3 divisions, and I still was able to hurt her. So, I mean, I don't know. Let's see if they're really interested in the 12-3, then that we're going to start negotiation with that.
I think fighters, when we box, it's like this in sports in general. You kind of need that dance partner to be, when you have that perfect dance partner, it's like the night is an unbelievable night. Do you feel like Katie Taylor is the dance partner of your career, or is there anyone else that you feel like, that fight was, what I've done with Katie Taylor is the best that could be done with anybody I fought with?
Listen, of course, we made history together twice. Obviously, we broke records, and I'm proud. Katie Taylor, she's an amazing fighter, amazing champion as well. She's a gold medalist, has hundreds of amateur fights. When she came into the pros, many people didn't know. I've been a professional way before her, and people didn't know about women's professional boxing. But when she came in, everybody knew who Katie Taylor was because of the promotion that she was given. And people always ask, oh, Katie, Katie, Katie. But now that we are able to share this spotlight together, share the ring together twice, I think she's an amazing dance partner, and we just make great music together, blood and all.
I'll tell you something else, and I just want to hear your reaction to this. I was talking to a fighter, Marcus Taylor. Shout out to Marcus. He said, because I told him we were talking about women's boxing, men's boxing, so on and so forth. He said, I think that could possibly be the fight of the year for boxing, not just women's boxing, but that's possibly the fight of the year for boxing.
Yeah, but the first one we won it too. We beat out the men as well. So I mean that's a great thing for women's boxing, because that shows that we're in it for real. We're not just women. We're boxers. We're fighters, and that's one thing I was taught from the very beginning from my trainer. He obviously is a sport of boxing, but he taught me how to be a fighter. I'm a fighter at heart, and I just go out there and I fight with everything.
Couple more, y'all. We gotta let her go.
Oh no, I'm gonna let you go. I'm just in it with people like, how is she fighting with the cut? I said, adrenaline, and she's a boxer. She's a tough son of a bee. But when Amanda get in that shower, she gonna
I'm still like, ouch, because the head hurts more than punches. I was like, the second one, I was like, oh my God, I wanted to curse so loud. But listen, we deal with that. It's not the first time. I deal with it in the gym. That's one thing my trainer allows me to get beat up in the gym by the men. So when I'm in a fight with a girl, to me it's nothing. I say, it's another day at the gym.
Amanda, do you believe when it's really time to cross that when you're done getting a much deserved rest, do you really think Taylor will agree to the third fight, or will she or her team say, well, technically we're up 2-0, so we're not going to do that. We're going to look for something else?
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know how she's feeling, how her team is feeling, if they're confident enough for it. But listen, I'm going to be here. I'm still the champion, the featherweight champion of the world. If not, if she doesn't want the fight, I still have to defend my titles at featherweight. So, but I'm here. I'm here to make another great fight with her if she wants it.
Amanda,
Does
go ahead, Zittel. I'm sorry.
Can you get up for another the way you get up for Taylor for this rematch? Could you get up like that for anybody else? Does any other fight at this stage in your career summon that kind of hunger and motivation? Baumgardner, does Baumgardner do it? Does defending the title against Sky Nicholson, who's been talking a lot, does that do it? Or do you feel that you moved on to bigger things? How do you feel about that?
This fight definitely, this rematch definitely got me up in the mornings. The days that I didn't want to get up, I didn't want to train, I didn't want to go run. I knew who I was up against. I knew who I was fighting. I knew where I was fighting, what the impact I would have for female boxing. So those are the days that I got up and I did more because I knew the position I was in to represent women in boxing. And Katie, she brings that out of me, and I would love to, for that fight again. Listen, I'm the fighter. Obviously, Shawn knows that. We're fighters. We do what the team it tells us to do. And to me, I don't care. I get in there with anyone, anywhere, and that's what I will do.
Last two things for me, then we'll let you go. And I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go with first. I'll go with this first. And we'll end with a little bit of fun. After I fought Errol Spence Jr., I got a call from Max Kellerman. Max Kellerman invited me onto his show the day after my fight, and he explained to me, we always have the winners on when they fight and win. He said, your hand didn't get raised, but I just felt like you were the winner. I felt like I was watching you win that fight, even though your hand didn't get raised. Everything that was done that night was primarily because of you. And I feel the same about you, Amanda. I feel like you dictated the pace. I feel like you forced her to fight your fight. And I'll say this to you, something that I say on this podcast all the time. The judges around the ring, which I'm sure you know, they don't come from boxing. So they don't understand when the dictator is having the upper hand, and when the complexion of the fight changes is because of one side forcing the other side to change, not because that side wants to change. So I just wanted to kind of extend to you what was extended to me from S. Kellerman quite a few years ago, and tell you that even though your hand did get raised, I know the boxing world as a whole, we all feel like you won that fight. I don't mean to disrespect Katie at all, but I just feel like you did marvelous, and I felt like you did everything that needed to be done.
Thank you, truly, Shawn. That means a lot to me. Coming from a champ like you, that definitely it gives me a lot more confidence and brings that means a lot to me. Thank you so much for those words, and I will take them.
So now I have to address the elephant in the room. I've been retiring you for like I've been retiring you for like 3 years. I'm like, Amanda ain't
I know.
more. She ain't fighting. How many more what are we gonna do? Well, how long till you come sit next to me and I can fire one of these guys and we can just do this thing on the couch together?
Listen, we're getting to that. We're getting to the finish line very soon. I would say about a year left. A year left now. No, I say that I'm starting the next chapter in my career. I'm signing fighters thanks to MVP, the platform that we have. We just launched MVP Puerto Rico. I have a couple of my fighters coming out of Puerto Rico. Another girl, Crystal Rosado. I have John Paul Rivera. I have Alexis Chaparro. So we're working on that. So definitely working on the next.
Beautiful.
I'm not gonna be fighting forever. I need to retire one day.
and one more thing.
Some more fights.
Just give us a word about Jake Paul. I know you've been working with him now for quite a few years. Kind of, just tell us a little bit about working with Jake and his position in boxing right now.
No, Jake Paul is truly an inspiration to me. He's an amazing guy. Some people might not think that because of who he portrays online. Totally different than that, because of him, I am the highest paid female boxer in the game. He's changed my life. He changed my career completely from day one.
She's going through the tunnel.
The first day
I'm froze. I'm
I'm not frozen. I'm good.
You good? You good? Go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he's him, his family, the whole team. Nikita Badarian, who is also my manager, who co-found MVP. They're truly amazing people. And Jake is not really what he is on Instagram or Twitter. He's an amazing guy, and he's hungry. He's really, when he goes to the gym, there's not a big entourage there. He's putting in the work. I know that he's learning, and he's very disciplined. And I think he will go far if he continues to do what he does, and that's fight. Listen, you can't question that guy's heart. He went in there with the baddest man on the planet, Tyson, and he continues to go out there and fight with everything he has. And I'm proud to be part of his team and to be proud to be a friend.
Hey, you know what? I'm sorry. This is the very, very last one. Would you say that out of your whole career, this might be like the most comfortable and happy you've been in boxing?
Yes, 100%. Besides the work, I have to work double now because obviously not. But we're in a new era. We're in like a social media era where you have to be putting stuff out. And me, I just finally I got my first cell phone, but it's actually a flip phone. A couple of days ago, thanks to Total Wireless. I just signed with them, so they gave me my first phone. But we're in that era where we have to perform for the audience, and social media is very important. So, but yeah, no, I've been very comfortable. I don't have to. They pay me too much, I think.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. They don't pay you enough.
No. But I'm really comfortable. And this is like a teamwork because all the negotiation is done in front of me on top of the table. There's no third party. So I feel very comfortable, and I'm happy, and I'm blessed.
Very good. Amanda, congratulations, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you. Yeah, yes, you will. And I'll be fighting again, blood and all.
Thank you.
This girl's still fighting. Hey, I retired her, definitely retired her like 4 times.
Yeah.
Hang up so we can talk about you.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
Congrats, Amanda.
Looking forward to seeing you guys in person.